Hey guys, if you have any funny intro ideas, please feel free to drop them down below. And also, massive thank you to everyone that's subscribed. I got 10 subscribers within the last week, which is like 100 times what I was averaging before. So that's really cool to see. Also, massive thank you to the people that left really nice comments underneath. It's pretty cool to see that like people actually enjoy what I do and actually like it. So yeah, massive thank you to everyone that, dropped a sub or left a nice comment. Anyway, let's get on with the video. Alright, today we're going to be talking about some people coping with how bad Call of Duty was. If you want me to pick you up to speed, the Call of Duty game was not very good this year. It was pretty much a reskin of last year with some different things added that they've already done. And it doesn't add anything special. It doesn't really change a whole lot. The maps might be a little different, but a lot of people are saying that the game is not very good, and a lot of Call of Duty players are coping with it online. So we're going to look at some of the videos that people have posted defending the Call of Duty and arguments against it.
Black Ops 7 hate is forced and y'all are miserable. Disclaimer, a lot of the criticism is very valid. For example, I think the campaign is lackluster.
The campaign sucked fat butt cheeks this year. There's no argument around it. It was not a good campaign.
But to be honest, considering a lot of you troglodytes look at BO3's campaign and agree it's ass, but some of y'all will still put it in your top 3 or even greatest CODs of all time, I don't want to hear it. I'm not defending the campaign necessarily, but if that's your make or break for this game, then I don't want to hear shit about BO3 being amongst your favorite.
I love how he purposely chooses to ignore zombies and act like zombies never existed. Dude, zombies was the best part of that game and is the reason why people put it in their top 10 consistently.
Call of Duty. A lot of the takes on this game are also just so ill-informed and hypocritical, it's sad. One of the first ones I heard was, oh, they're using AI or whatever it was, I don't know.
What the fuck are you talking about? He calls other people hypocrites for being ill-informed, but then doesn't know what the AI controversy was. And you know what? I'll be a gentleman and I'll sum it up for you. Call of Duty used AI to create some art and for a little bit of asset creation. This is not the biggest problem. But the problem is that it's a AAA game studio solely doing this to cut costs and cut actual artists out of the game, which is why people had a problem with it. They also did not disclose at all in any advertising that AI would be used. So that's why people have a problem with that. But you know what? Maybe I'm just ill-informed.
Which, first of all, shut up. Half of y'all niggas use ChatGPT for schoolwork and your job. And two,
alright, let's just not pretend like Activision is a fucking saint. The entire reason they're using AI is for corporate greed. Why are you acting like that's the same thing as little fucking Timmy using it to help him on a paper? There's a massive difference between the two, but you would rather suck Call of Duty's dick than actually acknowledge that.
Dude, they ain't the only game out there using AI. And 3, it's one of those things where as a consumer, I wouldn't have even known about the AI shit if nobody said it.
Just because other games use AI does not mean that's a good thing. It can be used in good ways, but in Activision's case, where it was asset creation, it's just another way for them to boost profit margins without actually paying people. It's literally corporate greed, but he doesn't understand that.
Quite frankly, I don't really care that much. One of those things where you don't even really notice unless you go out of your way to investigate it.
AI quality is not the same quality as humans. You should care about that as a consumer. But you don't care, because you'll eat whatever fucking slop Call of Duty feeds you.
Before all the accusations come in, I'm not backed by Activision in any way. As a matter of fact, if you scroll on my page, I have so many videos trashing Call of Duty and trashing Activision. The second criticism I always hear is a typical, y'all keep buying the same thing every year.
Yeah, because you fucking do.
I hate to break it to you, but Call of Duty has been doing this since 07. The quote-unquote glory days, as y'all put it.
If your claim is true and they've been doing the same thing for 20 fucking years, then why do you keep buying them? They keep pulling the same scam on your wallet year in and year out.
People keep complaining about recycled maps and recycled guns and skins. COD has been doing this forever. Dude, maps like Terminal were brought back numerous times. Crash came back. Stadium came back. The Barrett 50 cal was in 3 Modern Warfare games in a row. There's so many examples of them doing this stuff that y'all are mad about. Back then, when the franchise was in its absolute prime.
If you know they do the same thing over and over and over again, and they've been doing it from the so-called prime of Call of Duty, then why do you still pay for the game? You just admitted that they've been doing the same recycled assets thing for the entire fucking time, even during the prime. So why the fuck are you still buying their game?
Like, this whole idea that Call of Duty is the same game every year, like, no shit, it's a sequel in a franchise. It's gonna have similar stuff to the last one. That's like me complaining that Forza Horizon 5 is similar to Forza Horizon 4. While yes, you can improve on things and improve on mechanics and aspects of the gameplay, maps, movement, whatever, fundamentally at its core, it's gonna be the same game.
Okay, let's just break down this argument a little bit here. He is saying that, yes, it is a reskin because it's a sequel. I understand it's a sequel, but that doesn't mean that the game should be reskinned. It doesn't mean that the gameplay should be the exact same. That's just called ripping it off. Also, comparing Forza to Call of Duty is apples to oranges. You are talking about a racing game compared to a war game. For somebody who would later say you are comparing apples to oranges when comparing Call of Duty and the new Battlefield, comparing it to Forza is an awful comparison. Also, little props to Forza. They haven't made a new game in 2 years, which is great. They've spent time working on the next one. That's how it should be done. But this guy just wants the same slop put on his plate time and time again.
It's gonna be Call of Duty. In other words, it almost sounds like you guys are upset at Call of Duty for being Call of Duty.
No, dude. No one is trying to say that Call of Duty sucks because it's Call of Duty. It's because they don't do anything. And when they try and do something, they don't put enough effort into it, and it sucks. They need to take like 2 years off and then actually come up with something good instead of pumping out another game every year. That is the obvious answer here, but you don't want to admit that.
If that makes sense. This video's already getting kind of long, so I'm gonna just say this. Let people play what they want. If you think COD is absolute dog shit, that's perfectly valid. You don't have to play it. But it's also not your business as to what someone else chooses to do with their money and time. You wanna go suck EA's cock on Battlefield 6? Be my guest. You wanna suck Activision schlong on BO7? Be my guest as well. What we're not gonna do is continuously shame people for what they choose to play. It's 2025, grow up and get a life.
I love how he ends this video saying, oh, you guys should like get a life by like, you know, not like judging other people on what they play, after he calls half of you guys troglodytes for liking Black Ops 3. Choose a fucking lane, buddy. You don't get to have it both ways. You can't say we shouldn't be judging other people on what they play and what they like. Dude, you did do that. You did do that. You are a hypocrite and you're ill-informed. You are literally what you complained about in the beginning of your video. This man cannot make up his mind. Also, if you don't like criticism on the things that you like, don't upload them to the internet. I didn't like Skate 4. I made a video on it, and half the comments are saying that I'm dumb. I get it. Like, I get the criticism part, but I chose to upload that one, buddy.
Stop comparing Black Ops 7 and Battlefield 6. It's apples to oranges and two different styles of game. And also, Battlefield 6 players are some of the most insufferable people on the planet. Because not enough for y'all to just play what y'all want and enjoy your game. You want everyone to know that you're enjoying your game and that it's the quote-unquote better game, even though nobody honestly cares that much.
Alright, let's take a pause for a sec. No, it's not the Battlefield players, I promise you. It's the Call of Duty content creators that try and make every game more like fucking Warzone. Those guys get me so fucking pissed. Like, dude, it doesn't have to always be fucking Warzone. Just go play Warzone. And, two, addressing his other point that no one cares that the game is better. Dude, literally everyone cared. That was literally the entire hype for Battlefield was, holy shit, Battlefield's back and Call of Duty sucks. Let's go play Battlefield. Like, what are you talking about?
If you hate the new Call of Duty so much, if you genuinely haven't liked COD in years, why are some of y'all in every comment section and every COD streamers chat talking about nothing except Black Ops 7 and being so concerned with what other people choose to do with their money and time? Y'all
Look, man, I'm going to explain it really, really simple. People don't like when AAA studios pump out slop and people eat it up. That's why people are so annoyed with the Call of Duty community, is because they buy the same slop every year and just allow the corporations to get away with whatever the fuck they want.
are in every comment section, every chat, just talking about how much y'all don't like it, you hate COD so much, and you do it so much to the point where you start to look like a fan on the low key.
Dude, just say it with your chest. You know what? I'll say it for you. If you comment about Battlefield on literally fucking everything, you are a weirdo.
The amount of people that just have that, ew, imagine playing Call of Duty. Like, it's like, dude, what are we doing? And you know what's funny is that I used to be that kind of person. I took an entire year off of Call of Duty, and I could not fathom why people were still gung-ho on BO6 because that game was so unbelievably boring to me. But then it hit me. A, it's none of my business what other people choose to do with their time. And B, if they enjoy it, who cares?
All right, I don't know why this guy is so prone on the whole like, yo, just let them play what they want to play. Nobody is stopping you from doing it, my guy. No one's fucking blockading the GameStop from fucking Call of Duty fans. They just get called out for it sometimes when they post it online. When you post yourself online, you're open to criticism. This is like not a new concept.
Everybody had this mentality, life would be so much better as a whole. Black Ops 7 and Battlefield 6 are very different styles of games at the end of the day. If you like the arcadey feel of COD, play it. If you like the more open feel of Battlefield, go play it. What we're not gonna do is shame people for playing what they want. I've never sat there and went, ew, you're playing Battlefield, but for some reason Battlefield players can't do the same. I'm gonna say this again, I'm probably gonna say this all year. Play what you want and stop being so mean to people. It's not that.
I actually agree with that point. I don't think we should be being mean to each other over the games we play. If you want to play some dog shit COD, go for it, my guy. I don't really care, but don't try and gaslight me into thinking it's a good game. But at the same time, when you post yourself online, just remember you're going to be open to criticism. And you also have to realize that you are opening yourself up to strangers' opinions at the end of the day. Like, I made a Skate 4 video, and I got a lot of shit for that. I'm still getting shit. People still comment on that. But I uploaded it knowing that I probably could get a lot of shit from it and people could be very mean. But those are the kind of risks that you have to assess when you want to upload a video. Circling back to what he said, I don't necessarily hate his message, but at the same time, you just gotta grow up and just know, hey, these comments are mean, but they're from a bunch of people I probably didn't care about anyway before I uploaded it. Anyway, I'm going on a bit of a rant here, and I think it's about time we wrap up this video. So, if you enjoyed it, please drop a sub, or a like, or hell, even a comment. If you didn't like it, drop a comment about how much you hated it. Anyway, see ya.